He's going to wear them. And then when he's done wearing them, they're going to go up on a shelf dirty and stay just like they look. They're not going to get polished up and be put in a display case, because that's kind of the whole idea of it, is that they were his tool of his trade, but they were special to him.
Got a good start. Can we do it again? Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
I'm Danny Motes. I'm the mother to Ryan Motes, who is a professional team roper, but also an extraordinary horseman. From the time Ryan was a teenager to when he was a young man, he always had a love for everything old, and especially those to do with Western artifact, more so than most people did, and certainly kids his age. So Spurs especially were his thing.
My mom always, she'd be asking Courtney about, what can we get Ryan for Christmas, this, that, and the other. And finally, I just told her, I said, instead of struggling with it, any kind of bit or spur.
And one day we were just talking about spur makers, and he was like, I've got something I got to show you. Displays from all of the art shows and all of the museum pieces, and I was just overwhelmed. And he was like, nobody will ever have anything of his, but it's amazing. And I was like, in the back of my mom mind, thinking, okay, I'm gonna see what I can find out about this guy. And I think I first sent an email, it's been some time ago, and just said, hey, my name's Danny Motes. My son, you knew each other from team roping, and he's a huge fan of your work. And I said, I understand that you do mostly museum work and artwork, and it's all commissioned work. But I just wanted to reach out to you and say, this is his story. This is what he loves. This is all he wants as a gift for the rest of his life. And if it's possible for me to get you to consider doing something for him, I would love it. He will want to wear them. Very quickly, like within a day, I had an email back from Wilson. I was a little worried about reaching out just because he was in all these magazines and his work was so beautiful. He came back to me like we'd known each other forever. All his commentary was about Ryan. He was a great guy, and you quickly put a mom, especially at ease, and he said, I would love to do that because I don't get to do that much of that. I am doing lots of artwork. And then he went on to explain, but I'm very booked. And he said, here's my number, keep it in your phone, and one day I'll call you. And I was like, okay, great, thanks. And he said it could be 3 or 4 years. And I kind of was like, okay. I did my part and never knew if I'd hear or not. 4 years later, I was in my backyard cleaning up in the fall, and phone rang, and because I'd saved his number, there was his name, and I answered, it's like, hey, Danny, I'm ready. And that's exactly how that conversation went. And I was like, let's do it. I just said, I want 2 things. I want our family brand on it because Ryan is the 4th generation and he proudly displays the brand. And I said, I want his name where it's clear they were made for him, not added. And other than that, you just have free reigning. He was like, are you sure? And I was like, yep, because that's what'll make it fun. I started getting pictures, and the first was just the initial cut of the steel, and I was excited with those. And you just randomly get a picture from Wilson. So he made you feel like this wasn't just a gift you purchased and then you got it and you gave it to the person, like you were along for the ride.
Anything that's handcrafted, like that's a work of art, but this is it's, like I said, a once in a lifetime. I've always wanted a pair, never mentioned it, never thought it was coming, and so to get a pair of them was pretty sweet.